Hello and welcome to another video with me, Rauchenwald. Today I'm going to show you a way how you can reduce the churn rate of your subscription-based business. But before we get to that, I want to quickly clarify what the churn rate exactly is. Now, if you're selling a subscription-based product or service, you will have something called the monthly recurring revenue. So the amount of money that you make every month based on active subscriptions. And every time a user either voluntary or involuntary churns, so either they cancel or downgrade their account, or a payment fails and therefore their account is canceled, you lose part of that monthly recurring revenue, and that amount of money that you lose, or the percentage of your monthly recurring revenue that you lose, is called churn. Now, obviously, if you're running a subscription-based business, that's something that you want to avoid, and that's where a service like Profitwell comes into place. Profitwell is a free service where you can sign up and you can link your Stripe account. It will analyze all your subscriptions and provide you with deep inside statistics into your monthly recurring revenue and projections as to where your business is at the moment heading. Now, in addition to this free feature, Profitwell has another free feature which is called the engagement feature. And what it does, it analyzes the behavior of the users on your website or funnel and shows you how many of your subscribers are actually actively using your service, and therefore also shows you who is most likely to churn, who your team or you should maybe reach out to and talk to get them to use your service again. Now, beyond those two free features, Profitwell has also an offer or a product that's called Retain, and it helps you to reduce your churn rate. And if you think about it, it actually is also free because they only charge you a percentage of the payments that they are able to recover for you. Now, with that said, let's take a look at how Profitwell actually looks and what you need to do to set it up for yourself. For that, I've opened up the Profitwell website, and if you're new to them, you can check the link in the description down below and just click on Get Started, link your Stripe account, and follow the process. Now, if you already have an account, you can click on Login. However, if you're just signing up, it will take a couple of hours for them to analyze their data depending on how many subscriptions you've got going. The first thing you will see is the main dashboard, and you can see here the dashboard for our CF PowerScripts project, which we just started recently and where we are currently relying only on organic traffic. Now, initially, you will not see the active customer numbers because for that you will need to set up the engagement feature, and it will also take a couple of weeks before you actually will see accurate numbers for the engagement because Profitwell will need to gather some data as to which of your users are active and which of them are not. Now, below the current monthly revenue, where you also see the comparison to the previous month and the current customer count, so the active subscribers, you'll also see your monthly growth, and you'll be able to define a goal, which is the dashed line here, and Profitwell will tell you every day via email, if you turn it on, if you are on track on reaching your growth goal or if you're lacking behind. And when we scroll further down, you'll also see information relating to your new monthly recurring revenue, the churn that you have within this month, also reactivations, upgrades, downgrades, and the number of trials that have been started if you're selling your subscription with a trial in the beginning. Now, beyond that, you'll have a lot of other statistics like the monthly recurring revenue overview, which provides you also with statistics and projections as to where your business is most likely heading this month. So if we can trust those projections, our revenue will grow by roughly 50% this month and reach $843 monthly recurring revenue at the end of May. Although I believe when you have a new business like we have here that the projections initially will not be as accurate, but we will see. Now, beyond those statistics and many more that you can browse in yourself, you can also go to the engagement feature once you've set it up, and it will show you how many of your customers are actually actively using your service. But as you can see, it will take 30 days for them to collect data to provide you with inside statistics. And based on that, Profitwell will also show you on which plan your users are the most active, so where you have the least to worry about that they will churn eventually. Now, in order to use the engagement feature, you need to do the same as if you want to use the retain feature, which you can find in the retain section by going to your control center. And in order to set both of them up, you will need to click on View Instructions and follow the instructions here, adding some custom code to your page or funnel. If you're using ClickFunnels for your membership areas and your sales process and so on, you can use CF PowerScripts, and they're the Profitwell PowerScript that we offer there to easily integrate it into your funnels. And once you've added the code successfully, Retain will reach out to you and confirm with you that you want to activate all their features or which of their features you want to use, and the service will become active. Now what Retain is going to do for you, first of all, you can enable Retain emails, and as you can see, for every failed payment, they will send up to 4 different emails to try to get the user to update their payment information. And when they click on the link, the user is sent to your website where an overlay is going to show him or give him the possibility to update his or her credit card. Now, in addition to those emails, Retain offers a little bit more. First of all, they offer smart retries, which automatically optimizes the interval between payment retries based on the data that Profitwell already has collected from all the subscription information they have access to. Now, last but not least, you have the so-called Profitwell snippet, which is actually responsible for all of those overlays. And it also allows you to show an overlay when a customer is about to have their credit card expire, giving them again an option to update it straight on your page. And additionally, the same happens when people's payments fail, telling them that they need to update their card in order to keep their account active. Now, for both of those fly-ins, or actually for all the payment dialogues that can be shown on your page, you can enable an additional option if you offer monthly and yearly plans. So your users get a checkbox to upgrade to a yearly plan, save money, and make you more revenue. Last but not least, you can also enable the lockout feature, which will show an overlay to users with canceled subscription, preventing them from accessing your app and allowing them to add a new payment method and gain access to your product again. That's it. That's how Profitwell can help you and your subscription-based business by proactively showing people or your users what they have to do when they need to update their payment method, and also provides you with a method to lock out people from your systems if they have a canceled subscription, while at the same time giving them an option to activate it with 2 mouse clicks again. Now, as mentioned before, in order to try Profitwell or sign up for your free account, check the link in the description down below and let me know down in the comments if you're already using a service like Profitwell and how it's helped your subscription-based business. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Till then, bye-bye.